time to get with our guests. Everybody, getting to know you, getting to know all about you. That's right. Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm all bright and breezy because of all the wonderful and new things we're learning about you day by day. Sunshine Penalver, everybody. Sunshine Penalver. Take a look. Take a look. Come on, where's my lesbian? Scream for her, please. Thank you. I love them. Love those girls. I love them. So good they like it too. Okay.
Was that song Mr. Rogers? I'm trying to figure it out.
I had to go. I was looking for something that I thought would be appropriate. And what better way to indoctrinate your guests than to sing at them?
I love it. I love being serenaded.
Okay, well, you survived. Everybody, take a look at these pictures of our guest because she's a representative of what they call the Blazin extreme. Okay, remember I told you, unique female extreme athletes, snowboarding, surfing, motocross, skating, BMX. Take a look. This is no wussy girly. She's got muscles. Look at, and we're going to find all about, meet our guest, everybody. Sunshine. Glad to have you, Sunshine.
Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Wow.
You guys are fun.
They're crazy.
I love it.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. And
I want to know what you started out with. What was your sports when you were little?
Okay. Well, that's a loaded question.
Like I did everything. Were you kind of doing everything?
Oh.
I grew up.
Back then they could treat it too. Now you can't do everything.
You gotta be careful.
You gotta leave some shit out.
Be careful. Especially with Minnie.
But good. Glad to have you here. But come on.
All right, really now. Sometimes.
That's the kind of girls I hang out with. The girls that did everything.
Yes.
They're the only girls that can hang.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow. That's interesting.
You guys, let me tell you a little bit about Sunshine because I went and looked, and she has an impressive. First of all, go take a look at her site. Blazin Extreme Female.
That's my friend. That was my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Becca. But shout out to Becca Sorensen.
Yes, that was awesome.
Let me tell you about it. Let's go.
Who was that?
That's a friend of mine named Jessie West, and she lives in Hawaii. The girl, she not only is a model, actress, writer, poet, she can rip in big waves. She's amazing.
But she doesn't compete. She just
she does. She could, but she doesn't. But she's definitely worthy of the show.
Yeah,
definitely. She's amazing.
Does she have like a sponsor? Does she do the whole like print work and stuff?
No, right now she's really concentrated on a writing career. She's really into writing and trying to get a couple things produced. So.
But now that's what you do, Sunshine. You find women who are extreme women.
Yeah.
And you kind of bring them out there and show them to us. Which I got to applaud you. Thank you for doing that. You. And so let me tell you a little about her history because she's a writer, producer, host of Blazin Extreme Female. She grew up in Southern California.
Yeah.
That's right.
In the house.
San Clemente.
They're
Did you go to San Clemente High?
Yep. Sure
wow.
Hello, San Clemente. Love
She's
you
giving a
guys.
shout out. Hey, you gotta ask permission.
Yeah, we go San Clemente.
I lived in Talega. You know how they finally
Don't cut your
developed
camera
Talega?
time back. You
Oh,
giving
really?
shout outs
I
without
moved there for
permission.
like 3 years.
Oh, did you like it?
Our street went. Yeah.
It's changed. It's changed. It's
So
changed.
yeah. Anyways.
But
I love San Clemente. Like if I could have grown up there, that would have been fun. That would have been awesome.
It's changed a lot, but growing up there when I was young was amazing.
So how often did you go to the beach?
I lived at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what happens. People like cut school
And
and go surf and stuff.
Better you cut school and go surf than cut school and go somewhere else and do something bad.
For sure, yeah, exactly.
But you come from a family of folks that are outdoor folks. Tell us a little bit about your dad. I was kind of impressed with that.
Yeah, well, to answer the question that you asked regarding what sports I grew up with. So when I was 4 months old, they basically put me in the water.
Huh.
So I was in the water already, like swimming, and then they got me. To be a good surfer, everybody out there, it's so important because all these people come to me, and I'm not by any means like pro or ready for a competition or anything, but I've been surfing since I was 15.
Wow.
And you know, a lot of people, they're all into it, you know, and the first thing I say is you have to be a good swimmer. You have to be a strong swimmer. So they put me in, you know, swim lessons. And my first sport that I was really into, I got a motorcycle at 4 years old.
Isn't that something?
And then I got, at 5 years old, a race go-kart.
Wow.
And I ended up semi-pro motocross racing when I was about 14. So semi-pro motocross racing. My cousins are all sponsored Yamaha pro racers.
That's the part I read about one of your cousins being so motocross. That whole thing with motocross.
Yeah, that my cousin Kirk Youngblood used to race with Damon Bradshaw. They were the first ones busting the 360 tricks. Like the first tricks ever busted, that was my cousin.
Wow.
So
awesome.
Yeah,
In your blood, then.
it's in the blood. And his last name is Youngblood, by the way. Kirk Youngblood. So shout out to him.
So what gave you the idea to take it to this? How did you come from that beginning, that humble athletic beginning with all the in your blood, the family who do all these things? How did that take you to this next step?
Well, in the interim of all that, I mean, and we were tight too. Like it wasn't, you know, my family, it wasn't like push you into sports and you have to be the best.
Right.
It was more like we do this together as a family. We used to go motorcycle trips to Mojave Desert and all over, you know, Florida, all over the place. And how it evolved was there was another part to our family which was very artistic. My mom was a fashion designer. I started professional modeling at a really young age. And I was like on a couple TV shows when I was younger. So I grew up in the industry as a creative person. I was painting, playing guitar, writing my own music by the time I was 12. So there was this creative side that kind of went hand in hand with it. And I knew that I had a strong background in writing. And one day, it just channeled, it just came to me. Like one day I thought, that it was really important. Fuel Television had come out, Fuel Network, which is the all 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, surf, skate, snowboard, which was like very pioneer, very original. Nobody had done that yet. MTV had done it, but it was not on the level where that's everything they do. And so I thought, I think women aren't getting theirs in the way that they should.
Oh, totally.
It's still very male dominated, which I love the guys. Don't get me wrong. I grew up with mostly guys. I hung out with mostly guys. But I thought that the women, they deserved theirs and they deserved. I just started channeling this concept, and I say channeling because I, just kind of the way my creativity works is I just. Go to the beach, or it's funny how he preluded this show with having to go to a place where you get in a zen place, in a peaceful place, because that's where my creativity kind of channels from. And it just started flowing, and I just started writing it down, and then the next thing I knew, I had the three-page treatment. It started off as a 3-page treatment on Blazin Extreme.
Wow.
Went and registered at the Writers Guild of America, and then just kept building the blocks from there.
What was the girl that was in the Terrain Olympics that you were working with?
Oh, okay. So when this all started, it's interesting because when I actually registered the show, all this serendipitous stuff started happening. Like as if I was supported to do this. Like I was supposed to do this. I felt like a calling.
It had its own energy, kind of.
It did. It just started rolling. And I one day, you mentioned entrepreneurial. I had all kinds of entrepreneurial things on the side. I had my own surfing safari pet sitters where I would walk people's dogs in Malibu, take them hiking. So
Wait. Sunshine, say that again.
Yeah.
Surfing, say that again. You got to say that again.
Surfing safari pet sitters.
That was so Malibu.
So Malibu.
So Malibu.
I know. So
That's a good
the
one.
reason I brought that up is because one day I ran into this guy who had these Australian shepherds in the back of his truck, and they were gorgeous. And so I love animals, and we just started talking about the dogs. And he's like, so he asked me, he said, what else do you do? So this is your own company. What else do you do? Because it seems like you probably do other things. And at the time, I was fully focused on the show, Blazin Extreme. I was just starting to pop it off. It was really rolling, and I told him about it. Next thing, this guy who has these show dogs, he's like, oh, check this out. The dogs that I bought, the breeder of these dogs lives out in Boulder, Colorado, and her daughter is in this sport called skeleton, and she's training at the Olympic training facilities. Her name's Becca. You guys need to meet. Like, you will hit it off with her. He introduced me to Becca Sorensen, who's on my website.
Okay.
And
Take a look. We got that. And there's the skeleton.
yeah, skeleton.
Now tell us, that's a winter sliding sport.
Yeah, it's a sport that not a lot of people know about. It originated in Switzerland, and a long time ago, and it's just starting to get notoriety because of the Olympics in America now.
It's like the luge kind of, right?
It's losing.
But scarier.
No, it's like
Looks-
you see that right there?
Yeah,
Flat
that looks
sled?
kind of scary.
So they go.
That's what I was saying.
They have these special cleats where they start and they they run down on the ice next to the board,
Yeah.
and then they throw their body. They plank it basically, plank it flat, and then they go about a mile down, 120 to 130 miles an hour head first, no brakes.
So that's like one of the
I don't
pictures we saw on your homepage.
Yeah, that's it. And this girl, Becca, she's amazing. She took to this. She actually just found out about it. She started watching it about 7-8 years ago. She watched it for a little while, and then she just felt like called to like start doing it, and she just started ripping. And she made it to Torino, Italy. She was a Torino, Italy,
Really? That's awesome.
hopeful of the Vancouver, Canada Olympics, and now she trains at not only Chula Vista but Lake Placid, New York Olympic training facility.
Wow.
She's-
Now, so you're a regular opportunity, though, for artists to be promoted, right? I noticed that on your site you were actually sort of recruiting,
Yeah.
getting the word out. Tell us a little bit about that, so people can be featured. How are you finding them?
Absolutely. So, so this is one way. Basically, they can send a 1 to 2 minute demo reel in the genres of skating, snowboard, BMX, surfing, and moto. And
Wow.
and they can send a 1 to 2 minute demo reel. And if they're unsponsored, if they're semi-sponsored, if they have an agent, just fill out it's all right there. They fill it out. And then when this show, right now we're in a bit of a bidding war on. Basically, I'm trying to find the right people with integrity to keep the creative flow of this show going the way that that it should.
Good luck with that one.
Hey, I'm a pioneer.
Ain't a whole lot of we'll talk after this.
I know. I got high hopes, dude. I got high. I got to stick to the positive guns. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, like you said, it has an energy. When that happens, you know you're being led in the right place. And this is actually something you've been working on your whole life.
Yeah.
Really impressive.
Thank you. I love it. I believe in it. I think that there's not a whole lot out like it right now. It's original, and I think that it could really take off, and it could be something really special,
Where do you want people to find you? You doing the social media thing? How you coming with the tweeting and the...
Yeah.
I'm just...
Facebook.
Okay.
Get on Facebook. Okay. You got to accept it.
Let me say, this is not a diss on Facebook and Twitter, but first of all, I've never done tweeting. I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook.
Well, I can understand that. Stalking you, huh?
No, seriously, that's funny you would say that. I had a guy come up to me. I was at Verizon paying a phone bill off of 26 in Wilshire. He comes up to me, and he's like, I had this picture on Facebook where I have a hoodie on, like total Malibu. I was in camouflage. I had a hoodie. You couldn't...
That's high profile, low
He was
profile.
stalking.
No, my friends...
You got a hoodie on. That means you're probably something important because you're trying to hide.
That's right.
This guy I never met in my life comes up to me and says, "Are you Sunshine?" And I'm just like, "Oh God, I'm scared."
Damn, that's got to be a wonderful...
He was nice though. He was really nice, but Facebook is something that if you utilize it in a positive way, it can be amazing tool. So so to answer your question, I've just embraced.
You're slowly embracing.
I'm slowly embracing it.
I'm trying to do the same thing.
They're fighting it.
It's hard.
It's so hard.
I gotta do the
It's
next
like
2
falling
months.
into the black hole. You're going. It's gonna happen.
Well, you'll know because when you now know when this wonderful woman goes to Ojai and starts tweeting and Facebooking, you'll still know where she is, folks. So
Well, now you do. I'm gonna be in Ojai, everybody.
Send your demo reels.
Come visit.
She's checking out demos.
Just say,
That's rare in this town. People ain't got time for your demo.
Well, you know, it's the time, too, with the Olympics going on as we take a look at these wonderful pictures once again. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. With the Olympics going on and we're being reminded so much, about the contributions of the female athletes. What would it be, you all, without the women athletes at the Olympics?
That's true.
Just imagine that for a second. Everybody's like, oh, my God.
Let's meditate on that for a second.
Then you say, oh, Lord,
Guys,
no.
what do you think?
It's a terrible thought. It is a terrible thought. So we want to see some more extreme motocross, surfing, snowboarding, skeleton, skating, and BMX.
Yes.
that is a hot one. This is, I'm gonna go here because I know some of the women in the clan go like, we can step up to some men. You guys just don't know. Are there some folks around men that just won't accept what you're doing at the same level, or are you being embraced by men going, yeah, put it down?
I feel like a lot of guys are. I have to be honest. I have not had one derogatory thing said to me from a guy because this is what I was thinking in creating this. Like it just flowed to me, right? The concept. But then I thought, the girls. I'm not trying to pick girls who are quote unquote hot, but thank God they just happen to be.
Well, yeah.
So it's appealing to the guys.
Healthy, athletic women are kind of hot in general.
Exactly. No, for sure.
Yes.
And it's important. I mean, I was in the modeling. I was signed with Elite when I was like 14. I did the cover of Elle magazine when I was really young. I went and did runway in Japan, and I think it's my dad. My dad yanked me out of it because he's like, I think that putting that kind of image out. Not to diss the fashion industry or anything. I kind of grew up in it, but right now you'll see too on the magazines. There's a lot of models. They look healthy and fit. This whole, anorexic looking thing.
Hopefully changing.
It's not healthy. It's not fat. It's not beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's I think everyone's beautiful, but I think this show also personifies women who are just at the top of their game healthy. I think it's inspirational. Mm-hmm. It inspires me to work out. Like when I don't want to work out and I look at these girls, it makes me want to get up on there and do some cardio.
And it makes me think about doing some cardio. I usually just dress up really well, put all the sports stuff on and sit around.
You're wrong. But now there's always, so you don't have any hurdles at all right now. You've been blessed not to have anything but warmth, the reception of what you're doing without anything. Because Mario and I are looking for examples of being accepted in the community. We're still an intern and we're still on probation. So give us some ideas how two brothers in the hood can take some of your wisdom and just apply it. Give us something, just a moment of wisdom so we can do something after this show.
I think you guys already have it. I mean, I think integrity, truth, and soul.
Dang, Mario, you should be. Where's the sound effects?
There you go.
No sound effects.
Excuse me.
We're just in deep thought
Sounds like Mario's getting in to get a girlfriend. How'd that happen?
Well, you know what? It is true. See, that's what the whole thing about the world of personal internet television is. It really means, and that's why I do it. That's the passion that it brings to me, is because I imagine a world where people like Sunshine, like Vince, they're running their own channels, bringing that content to you that they want to bring, and representing themselves, bringing that whole vision. That's the beauty of all of this, that we get to sit around here and enjoy you with the idea that because of this technology, we can see more of you, and we can come back and get more and more. and more. So I look forward to that.
Thank you.
I would say the
Me
same
too.
of you, Mario. Honestly, that's why I enjoy coming down here. You're my super sugar crisp. I come down here and get the love.
It's not the
I'm coming
coffee.
for the honey.
It's the coffee.
Coming for the honey.
He's a big teddy bear.
No, but he's yeah, like she said, he's creative.
Wait a minute.
You can be yourself.
She said it. She said,
Super,
Chris?
my super sugar crisp.
She's like a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
I like that. That's wait. We gotta coin that. That's
Mario
gotta be a sticker.
can have no expression on his face, and his face is smiling. That's a unique, very
That's
unique
because y'all. That's
characteristic.
because of you all. So that's the way some people affect you. That's what that is. Everybody, our guests, Sunshine, Penalver,
Thank you.
Blazin Extreme, female. Remember what I
Thank you.
told you? More than eye candy. So much more than eye candy. Isn't it wonderful?